Okay, so let me go through the paper with you. Okay, so question 1. So what do we have here? We have the voltage. So voltage equal to 220 volt. And you have ampere. Ampere is your current. 0.10 ampere. So this is your current. This is your voltage. You're supposed to find power. So if you recall, the two formula you learn here is P equal to E over T, which is energy. Energy divided by time. The second formula is P equal to I times V. I is your current and V is your voltage. So clearly, in this case, we have your current and you have your voltage. So we have the two of them together can give you your power. So P equal to IV. I is 0.10 times 220. 0.1 times 220, 22 watt. So the units of power is watt. That's it. Simple. Okay, next part. Next part says something about energy, right? So if you recall, P equal to E over T, right? So E equal to PT because you move this upwards. So E equal to PT is the formula here. So if you recall, E equal to PT, right, when it comes to calculating the cost, there are two ways of writing it. So in this case, let's see, shall we? So this one is Joe, Joe. So this is Joe. So the power in this case is 22 times, okay, look carefully, time equal to 10 hours. But remember, time should be seconds. So we need to change. So 10 hour is 10 times 60 minutes, which is 10 times 60 times 60 second. So therefore, 22 times 10 times 60 times 60. 22 times 10 times 60 times 60. You get 792,000 joule. The next one, look at the same thing, energy and everything. So can we see why it's different? This is different, the unit is different. So okay, so don't worry, don't panic. Then you just see, right? So it is kilowatt hour, right? So again, E equal to P times T. Here they tell you this is this is kilowatt hour. Then you see for yourself, is my power kilowatt? No, right? You realize your power is 22 watt. How to change watt to kilowatt? So it is 22 over 1000 kilowatt. Next one, time. Time is given in terms of 10 hours, right? Now question asks for kilowatt hour. Hour is good. So you don't need to change. So the answer here is 22 over 1000 kilowatt times 10 hour. 22 divided by 1000 times 10. You get 0.22 kilowatt hour. That's it. So don't panic. Look at the units given. You calculate accordingly, no? Okay, next. So what they say here? They say 20 cents per kilowatt. That means 1 kilowatt hour, you pay 20 cents. So now they say how much? So don't panic. What happened? So I have a fan on my table, right? So I use the fan for how long? Here, here. I will work for 10 hours. So in one day, I work 10 hours, meaning my fan also switch on for 10 hours. So, you know, you already calculated already, isn't it? So if 1 kilowatt is 20 cents, but I only use 0.22 kilowatt hour. So how many cents? So it's 20 times 0.22. You get 4.4 cents. Okay, so the question will also tell you. So now I add on. Leave your answer in whole number, or round off to the nearest cent. Round off to the nearest cent. So if the question say that, then is your answer 4.4? No, right? Answer should be 4 cents lah, because nearest cent ma. Yep. Again, look at what the question is asking. Okay, next you will be doing this wave. Okay, sure. Frequency, you see frequency definition, they always there. So frequency is the number of, cannot say number of cycle, cannot, what cycle? Bicycle. Number of complete wave cycle. You don't want to write complete wave cycle, you can also use, so if you can also write oscillation. Same. Number of cycle, how long? In 1 second. So that is the frequency definition. So now you're supposed to calculate the frequency of the wave. Oh, what's happening? So let's read the question again. Question says what? The wave in 2 seconds. Okay, wave in 2 seconds. So in the diagram, can you see how many complete wave cycle is this? You can see, right? So go up and go down. This is the first wave cycle. Second wave cycle will be again go up, and go down. So from what I can see here, I have 2 complete wave cycle. How long though? Question say already here, 2 complete wave cycle in 2 seconds. Then you see. What is frequency? Frequency is 1 second. So 1 second is actually how many complete wave cycle? 2 wave cycle in 2 seconds. So it's 1 complete wave cycle, which means the frequency is just 1 hertz. Big H, small z. Okay, next one, amplitude. Amplitude is actually here, So amplitude is just 5 meter. So this is your amplitude. So be careful. Did the question ask you to draw and label? Never. Question just say, tell me, state. So I only want the number. I don't need you to draw. Okay, next. You are supposed to draw and label the wavelength. So wavelength, how do you label the wavelength? So it could be here. This could be your wavelength. Can there be other answers? Of course. wavelength. So in order to know what is wavelength, you need to know what is one complete wave. So it must have let's say you start from the origin, the middle point, you must go up, then come down to the middle point, go down and go back to the middle point. One up, one down, one crest, one throw. Crest. Next one, you're supposed to label crest. Sure. So crest is the highest point, huh? So I can do this. Then I will say this is crest. So usually we use a cross to label the spot. Then I'll write down this is crest. Next one, throw. Throw is the lowest point. So this is your throw. So they often like you to label. Huh? And last, they want you to state use for ultraviolet. So if you recall, ultraviolet can be used to sterilize equipment. Remember the dentist? The metal thing, the mirror or something they put inside your mouth. After you finish checking you, they put inside a box with you ultraviolet light to kill germs. Yeah. So it can be sterilized equipment. That's one example. Radio wave is radio communication. Or just basically in the radio lor. Yeah. That's about it. Any questions? Please feel free to ask me over WhatsApp. Thank you.